Guys, welcome to Tech with Aman. And in this video, we'll be looking what are Kafka topics and what are the work of these Kafka topics and like how they come into the picture in Kafka ecosystem. And in our last videos, we have covered the Kafka brokers. So if you have not watched it, so you can watch it. I can put the link in the I button. So let's start. Yeah, so Kafka messages are organized into topics. So basically, all of the message which are being pushed by the producers are holded in topics. Okay, so let's see an example. Yeah, this is a Kafka topics, and these all reside on a broker. It can be a same broker or a different broker. Okay, so these producers produce these topics, and these topics can be are segregated via functionality. So here we can have I have taken the example of a push of a messaging service. So we can have SMS topic, email topic, push notification topic. So basically if you are doing something like doing some processing, like you are a e-commerce platform and you are orders are coming in, so you want to send SMS, email or push notifications to your users based on the preferences. So you can the producer, after processing that order, you just this producer, so this producer can produce message to SMS topic and email topic. So this is producing to SMS topic and email topic. So basically if you want to send SMS and email to the users which are buying laptops, so this producer can produce messages to this topic, consumer can read it, and then consumer can send these messages asynchronously. So they can send email and then they can send SMS based on their availability. Okay, so basically these are the topics. So these topics hold the data. So any message which is being pushed by the producer comes to these topics. Okay, so I think you have this make some things clear. So let's get back to that. Yeah, so as messages are organized into topics. Okay, so the closest analogy of a Kafka topic can be a DB table. You have a DB table which holds all the orders data, holds all the fulfillment data, like these kind of data. So Kafka topic can be analog to that. A Kafka topic is holding SMS data or email data. So this can be same can be implemented in a table also. Like the table contains all the data which needs to be sent by SMS or email. So same can be holded in Kafka. Okay, so let's get to next. So messages are appended to the commit logs. So basically each topic in Kafka, as we have already discovered, that Kafka is a commit log based data storage. So basically, let me show you with an example, same example. So here we have, so whenever a producer produce a message, that message is being appended to the commit log. So let's say it's filled till here, it has filled till here, 01 012. Okay, so whenever a new message will come, so it will be appended to here, and next will appended here. So this is the commit log. So basically in Kafka everything is appended after the log file, in the log file. So it makes producing message very fast. So you don't need to do anything, like you don't have to check the indexes, update the indexes or check the constraints. You just have to append here, you have to append here, and any message is coming, so it can be appended at the last of the log file. So each topic will have a log file, and each producer which is producing to these topics will be appended here. So the commit log is being appended, so it makes Kafka very fast, very efficient. So we need fast producing, so it will make very fast producing in Kafka. So messages are appended to commit logs, and yeah. So messages stay in topic as per disk or time strategy. So we can have multiple strategies here. So we can have a time strategy, like let's say after clean up all the messages after 2 days. So if a message is 2 day old, then the Kafka cleaning will remove those messages from the commit log. So basically the log after that will be retained, and before that is discarded. Okay, so it can be a time based strategy, or it can be a like a disk based strategy. Like I can say that, like I need only 1 GB of data per topic. So in this case, what will happen is, like whenever my log file, that commit log file is 1 GB, then whenever the next message is being appended, so it will remove, like clean up the old messages. So these are the strategies on which, like if we'll not implement these strategies, as you know that the Kafka messages are being stored on the disk, so disk will like get full, and you need a lot of large amount of disk space to store all the messages. So the cleaning up can be done using these two strategies. Okay, so producer applications write data to topics. So this we have already discussed, like the producers will be producing data to the Kafka topics. So these topics will append this data on the commit log, and the consumers will read the data from wherever they want. Like we'll discuss that in detail in later videos when we will be discussing consumers. So consumers read from the topics which we have already discussed. Consumers can read data from a topic many times. So as we have seen in some like queuing mechanism like RabbitMQ, so once a message is being consumed, then it is gone forever. This is not the case in Kafka. This is basically one of the most important adoption point for Kafka, that it retains the data after like being read by some consumer. So let's say we have a we are storing data of 7 days in Kafka. So we are creating an index, and there is some we are creating Elasticsearch indexes using this data, and we have created it once, and there is something wrong goes in that Elasticsearch data. So we can again run the consumer, which consume all the messages in that topic and index that on Elasticsearch. So this can be done, like we can go backward in topic, and we can read from anywhere from that topic. So this is very big advantage. Like if you have RabbitMQ kind of messaging system, then you once a message is being read, then you can't go back, like you cannot have that message again. So these are many times we need these, like we need to like analyze something, or like we have found some gap inside our two processes, then we can like run that process again on that topic from starting, and then it will do all of these things. So guys, this is all for this video, and I hope you have understood what is Kafka topics. So guys, hope you like the video. So if you like the video, please like it, and do subscribe to my channel, so that you can have more knowledge of the producers and consumers, and like how these topics are being splitted in partitions. We will cover these in upcoming videos, so please subscribe to my channel.